Hello, my dear students. I hope you all have been doing well. Today, we are going to start our new topic, and this is about ketones. This is my lecture number 19, and in this lecture, we will be studying about ketone part 1. And what is this ketone part 1? In this ketone part 1, we are going to study about the introduction of ketone, that is the general definition, and what are ketones, and then we will be studying about its classification, and then we will be seeing that how we can name ketones, and finally we will be discussing about physical and chemical properties of ketones. So starting from introduction, first question is this, that what are ketones? Ketones are organic compound that are having a carbonyl functional group, and this carbonyl functional group attached with two other hydrocarbon radicals. So what we will be seeing here, that what is this functional group and what are these hydrocarbon. But first you have to keep in your mind these things, that what are ketones. Ketones are organic molecule that are having a carbonyl functional group, and this carbonyl functional group is attached with two other hydrocarbon radicals. So this is the general definition of ketone. Now I will explain you what is this carbonyl group and what are these hydrocarbon radicals. A carbonyl group is a functional group, and I have previously explained you that a functional group is that group in a compound that is responsible for all the physical and chemical properties of this organic molecule or compound. So this carbonyl group is a functional group. And what is this carbonyl group? Uh, this means this carbonyl group is a group that is having a carbon atom that is covalently attached to a oxygen atom. So if a group, a functional group that is having a carbon atom that is attached covalently to a oxygen atom is called as a carbonyl group. So different molecules, organic molecules having different functional group. But in case of all those molecules that are having a carbonyl functional group is called as are called as ketones. All those organic compound or all those organic molecules that will be having a carbonyl functional group will be called as ketones. So, and what are these hydrocarbon radical? These are the means groups or the compound that are made up of purely carbon or hydrogen atom. So the what are ketone? Ketone are having a carbonyl group. These are linked with two two other group that are made up of hydrocarbon radicals. So you understand what are what are ketones? Ketones are the organic molecules that are having carbonyl functional group, and this carbonyl functional group is attached to two other hydrocarbon radicals. And what is carbonyl? Carbonyl is a functional group that is having a carbon atom attached covalently with a oxygen atom. So this was the introduction of the ketone, and then all those ketone, all the ketone have been classified as saturated and unsaturated ketone on the basis of their saturation or degree of saturation or unsaturation, or they may be classified as cyclic ketone on the basis of their uh, structure type. Either they are uh, aliphatic open chain, or they are in cyclic form or cyclic. So ketone are classified into two groups, one on the basis of degree of saturation or unsaturation, and other on the basis of their structure type, their chain type. Either they are open chain or they closed chain. So on the basis of degree of saturation and unsaturation, ketones are classified as saturated ketone, uh, and diketone is the example of saturated ketone. And the unsaturated ketone are uh, 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 are classified as methyl. Unsaturated ketone example is methyl vinyl ketone. So now we will see that why we are saying these ketone as saturated and why these are unsaturated. So all those ketones that will not having any double bond in this their structure, so they come as saturated ketones. As you can see here, this is a ketone as it is having a carbonyl functional group. Dear student, this pointed tip is indicated a carbon atom. So it is the carbon here and it is covalently bound to the oxygen. So as I said you in my previous slide that all those carbonyl groups having a carbon atom bonded covalently with an oxygen atom, and all those compounds that are having this carbonyl group are, are ketone. So as you are seeing here, this molecule is having a carbonyl group, and but it is not having any double bond. If the ketone is not having any double bond in its structure, so we will say it as it is saturated ketone, and diketone is the example of this saturated ketone. However, all those ketones that are having double bond in their structure are termed as unsaturated ketone, and methyl vinyl ketone is the example of unsaturated ketones. So in the here in this structure you are seeing that this compound is having a carbonyl group, that is here is the carbon atom that is covalently bonded with the oxygen atom. So this is the carbonyl group, and this carbonyl group is attached with two different means hydrocarbon. So this is a ketone, but it is having a double bond. So it is due to the presence of this double bond, it is unsaturated. So this is the unsaturated ketones. So dear student, you know what is saturated and what is unsaturated. Saturated compounds are those in that the carbon valencies are occupied, all the carbon valencies are occupied with other atoms. You know, carbon has four valencies, C4. So, if the carbon is making uh, all their four bonds with other atoms, so it is saturated. But if the carbon in the compound is not bounded with uh, other four atoms, so what will happen? It will be unsaturated. It will be having double or triple bond. If it is not, if the carbon four valencies from the carbon four valencies, two are not occupied, it will be having double bond. If one, it will be not, if all three will be not occupied, so it will be having triple bond. So here, due to this reason, the compounds had to be saturated or unsaturated because on the basis of the uh, unoccupied or occupied valencies of the carbon atom. So the saturated ketone, all the carbon atom, all the carbon atom valencies are occupied here, and the unsaturated ketone, not all the carbon atom valencies are occupied here. So on the basis of their structure, ketone are classified as cyclic ketone, and muscone is an example of cyclic ketone. So here we can see that it is the carbonyl group, and I said you that all the organic molecules that are having carbonyl functional group are ketone. So it is in cyclic ring shape, so it is cyclic ketone. So we are seeing that what are the most important examples of ketone: methyl ketone, and acetone, and cyclohexanone. All these are the important ketone. Here you can see in all the types or in all the examples, you are seeing a carbonyl group. Here, uh, a carbon atom that is covalently bounded to the oxygen atom. Here you can also see a carbonyl group, and here is also a carbonyl group. So all those organic molecule or organic compound that are exhibiting a carbonyl group are termed as ketone. So now we will see that how we can name ketone and what are the IUPAC name of ketone. So ketone are a name just adding the suffix of "one" at the end of name of the alkane. For example, this is the alkane. You can see alkane are having all the single bond. This is the alkane and it is having a carbonyl functional group here. So how many carbon atoms? It is having 1, 2, 3. See, 1, 2, 3. So if you are not having here this carbonyl group, so this will be alkane. It is having 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms. So how we say it? We say it propane. 1, 2, 3 carbon atom. We will say it propane if we will exclude this double bonded oxygen from here. But if and we will if we will add this double bonded oxygen here, then this functional group will be carbonyl group. And then what we will do, we will remove E and E, A and E from the end of the name of the alkane and we will add here O and E on. So you understand what I am saying? If this double bonded oxygen will not here or hydrogen will be present here, one hydrogen will be present here or one hydrogen will be present here. So what molecule it will be? It will be propane because it will be having 1, 2 and 3 carbon atom and 3 carbon atom hydrocarbon are called as alkanes. So we will say it alkane in that situation. But we are saying it here propane. Propane because it is having 1, 2, 3 carbon atom. It is a propane and it is having a functional group that is a carbonyl group. So if we will be having a functional group, carbonyl group in the molecule and it will be an alkane, so we will remove the A and E from the end of the name of the alkane and we will be adding O and E at the name of alkane. So it will be the propanone. Instead of propane, it will be propanone due to this carbonyl group. So it is butanone. Why? It is having 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atom. It is butane. Okay, it is butane. And as it is having a carbonyl functional group here, so we will add the name, the suffix O and E at the name at the end of the name of alkane. For example, if here oxygen will absent from here and here will be one hydrogen and one hydrogen will be here. So what this molecule will become? It will become butane because it is having 4 carbon atom. But and we how what we say it we say we call it as butane. But as it is having carbonyl group, so we remove the A and E from the end of the alkane name and we add O and E. And here in the case, this is the 3-methyl pentanone. So what is 1, 2, 3? 3 at the third position. Here is a methyl group. So this is what we use 3 and methyl name of this group and then pentanone. Why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It is having 5 carbon atoms. So it is a penta. And why we use ONE? Because of this functional group. So all the alkane name, all the ketone name uh, by using ONE in the suffix of propalkane. All the ketones are named as by using all the ketone name, using ONE in the name of alkane. All the ketones that are having single bond and that are the derivative of alkane. So we name them by using ONE in the last. Suffix means last. In the suffix of the name of alkane or in the last of the name at the end of the name of alkane. So here you can see this is the 3 carbon molecule. So it is propane. If here it will not be a carbonyl group, so it will be a propane, but it is having a carbonyl group. So we are using the ONE suffix at the end of this name and we say it propanol. Similarly, we will say it butanol and similarly we will say it 3-methyl pentanol. Now coming to the physical and chemical properties of ketones. So ketones have higher boiling points compared to the similar size of hydrocarbon. For example, ketone is a hydrocarbon as all the compound that are made up of all the organic compound that are made up of with carbon and hydrogen are termed as hydrocarbon. So as the ketone is also having carbon and hydrogen together with a carbonyl group, so ketone are also hydrocarbon, but the ketone have higher boiling point compared with the similar other hydrocarbon. For example, alkane, alkene, alkyne and any other organic molecule that is having carbon and hydrogen bond. So ketone will be having higher boiling point as compared to the other hydrocarbon of similar size. So why ketone are having higher boiling point? The reason is because ketone is a polar molecule. And why it is a polar molecule? The ketone is a polar because of the partial positive and partial negative charge on the carbon and oxygen atom respectively within a carbonyl group. So the carbonyl group that ketone is having have a partial positive charge on the carbon atom and the partial negative charge on the oxygen atom. So due to this partial positive and partial negative charge on the carbonyl functional group of ketone are polar molecule. So due to this polarity, the ketones are having higher boiling point as compared to the similar size other hydrocarbon because they will not be having this carbonyl group that is having a partial positive and partial negative charge. And the boiling point also depend on the strength of the intramolecular forces among the ketone molecules, among the two or more ketone molecules. So as the ketone are polar in nature, so if in the solution two molecule, for example, two molecule will be present, two ketone molecule will be present in the solution. So what will happen due to this polarity? These the molecule will be having intermol intramolecular attraction, intermolecular attraction. So and these intermolecular attraction are also called as van der Waal dispersion forces or van der Waal dipole attraction. So these van der Waal dipole attraction and van der Waal dispersion forces are found in the ketone molecules or a mixture that is having ketone So these forces are found among the molecules, and these forces, why these are found? Because of the polarity, because of the polarity of ketone. So what is this? Dipole, van der Waals dipole attraction. As you can see here, this carbonyl is having partial positive and partial negative charge. So it is making a dipole. One pole is a partial negative and one pole is a partial positive. So it is a it is having dipole. Dipole means two poles. One pole is negative and the other pole is positive. So what will happen? It will, if in a mixture there will be two ketone molecule will be present. So what will be happen? The one dipole of the this ketone molecule will be attracted by other dipole of the molecule. For example, dipole that is negative pole. One pole of this ketone that is negative will be attract with the positive pole of the other ketone molecule. So if we say this force as van der Waals dipole attraction. So due to these van der Waals dipole attraction and the van der Waals dispersion forces, ketone boiling point is higher as compared to the other organic molecule. And why this van der Waals dipole attraction and van der Waals dispersion forces are present in the ketone? Because of the polarity of ketone. And why this polarity is present in the ketone? Because of the carbon and oxygen positive and negative charge. Carbon atom having positive charge in ketone and partial positive charge in ketone, and the oxygen in ketone having partial negative charge. So this is intermolecular forces, and these are responsible for the higher boiling point of ketone. And this boiling point of ketone increases with the increase in the molecular weight, and the boiling point of ketone increases with the increase in the number of the carbon atom. Because as you are seeing that carbon atom are having partial positive charge in ketone. So if we will increase the number of carbon atom in ketones, so what it will be mean? It will mean the charges on the molecule will be increased. So as the charges are increased with the increase of the number of carbon atom, so what will be happen? There will be increased intermolecular attraction between the atom and the increased boiling points. Now we will see that what ketone is doing with the solubility. So ketone are soluble in water. Why? As it is very obvious reason, because ketone are having uh, partial positive and partial negative charge on its carbonyl functional group, on its carbon atom and oxygen atom. So due to this partial positive and partial negative charge, ketone is polar molecule. So as the compound is polar molecule are soluble in water. Why polar molecule are soluble in water? Because polar molecule can readily make hydrogen atom with the water. So why polar molecule or ketone can make the hydrogen atom with the water? Because of this charge that is present on oxygen atom. And what is this charge? I say you previous slide in my previous slide that ketone are having partial positive charge on carbon atom and partial negative charge on oxygen atom. So this partial negative charge and lone pair of electron that is oxygen atom is having make the hydrogen bond with hydrogen atom of water. So what will be the result of this? There will be uh, there will be water. There will be ketone soluble in water. So solubility, what is the solubility? Solubility actually the attraction of any organic molecule with water. And why this attraction takes place? This attraction takes place between due to the bonding between the atom of the organic molecule and the atom of the water. So all those organic molecules that will be having that will be polar in their nature and will have attraction or bonding with the hydrogen atom of water will be soluble in water. Now we will see that how solubility of ketone will be affected by the chain length of attached hydrocarbon radical. So we are seeing here three molecule of alkane and one molecule is having propyl chain, that is a alkyl chain, and other is having a ethyl chain, that is a alkyl chain, and it is having octyl chain, that is also a alkyl chain. So we see here that as we increase the number of carbon atom in the alkyl chain, the solubility will be decreased. As we can see here, this alkyl chain having 3 carbon atom and it is 5.5% soluble in water. But in case of this molecule that is having 9 carbon atom in the alkyl chain, it is not soluble in water. Why it is not soluble in water? Because of the increased number of carbon atom in this alkyl chain. So one thing is that as we increase the number of carbon atom in the alkyl chain of ketone, the solubility will be decreased. And other thing is if the ketone is having equal alkyl chain or are having both alkyl chain R1 and R2 that are having that are similar or same. So in this case, the ketone will be having uh, less solubility as compared to the ketone molecule that will be having unequal alkyl chain. So as I say discussed with you in my previous lecture that ketone is a molecule that is having a carbonyl group and this carbonyl group will be attaching to a hydrocarbon radical that is two alkyl group R1 and R2. So here we can see it is a ketone because it is having a carbonyl group and it is attaching R1 and R2 that is two alkyl chain. But if the molecule is having two alkyl chain that will be unequal, so it will be having higher solubility. However, if the ketone that is having two alkyl chain that will be equal or similar, so it will be having less solubility in water. Why? Because of this less solubility, because of this equal nature of these two chains, the polarity will be, the molecule will not be, no, means the molecule will decrease its polarity because of this equal alkyl chain. However, in the case of this unequal alkyl chain, the polarity will be increased, so it will be more soluble in water as compared to this ketone. So you have to keep in your mind that solubility of ketone will be decreased due to two factors. Number one factor, if the number of carbon atom in the alkyl chain of ketone will be increased as the case of in this molecule, so the solubility of the ketone will be decreased. Number two, if the ketone is having two equal alkyl chain will be having less solubility as compared to the ketone that is having two unequal alkyl chain. As in this case of this molecule, you can see here this molecule of ketone is having two unequal alkyl chain So it is having higher solubility as compared to this molecule of ketone that is having two equal alkyl chain. Now we will discuss about the chemical properties of ketones. Ketones cannot be oxidized itself and they have to have a strong oxidizing agent to oxidize them. So why ketone cannot oxidize itself? Because ketone cannot have another hydrogen atom that could be attached to the carbonyl group of the ketone. As we are seeing here, why they cannot have hydrogen atom that can be attached to the carbonyl group of the ketone. Why? Because you are seeing here that it is the carbonyl group. So I told you that carbon have four valencies. So two valencies of carbon occupied here with that with the lone pair of electron of oxygen. Oxygen is having two lone pair of electrons, so means there are two electrons in the oxygen free that are free in its last orbital. So here carbon is making two bonds with this lone pair of electron with these two free valencies of carbon. And what will happen then? Carbon will be having two free valencies to make the bond with these two radicals. So the carbon 4 valency is occupied in this way. So carbon will be not having any free valency to attach with any other hydrogen. So due to this reason, the uh, ketone cannot be oxidized. And ketone can be reduced by a variety of compounds such as alcohol, hydrocarbon. Now we will be discuss about what is keto-enol tautomerization and how it can exhibit in ketones. So ketone molecule are having very important phenomena that is keto to enol tautomerization. And what is the keto to enol tautomerization? Keto tautomerization is a phenomena in that two structural isomer interconvert rapidly within each other. Means one structural isomer can be converted into other structural isomer. So this phenomena is termed as tautomerization. And the ketone ketone molecule are having this phenomena, means they can rapidly convert into another form that we call as enol form. So the keto form of a compound can be rapidly interconvert into enol form of the compound. So this phenomena is termed as keto to enol tautomerism, and it is frequently occur in organic molecule like ketone and aldehyde. So now we are understanding what is this, how this uh, keto to enol tautomerization occur in ketone molecule. So we have to understand that first we have to understand what is tautomerization. Tautomerization is the phenomena in that hydrogen atom, proton or electron change its position within a molecule. For example, you are seeing here in this case that is the keto form of a compound. Why this is the keto form? Because it is having a ketone group, an aldehyde group, and a carbonyl group. It is having a carbonyl group, so it is a ketone, and it is a ketone. So what will be happening in this compound? A proton that is founding here in this position will change its position and it moves to the oxygen atom. So what will happen? This keto form will convert into the enol form due to the change of position of this hydrogen atom over this molecule. So the isomers in that, or in the type of isomerization in that, only proton or electron change its position over the molecule. So this isomerization type is termed as tautomerization. And and the by using this tautomerization, keto form of a compound can easily interconvert into enol form. And you simply have to keep in your mind that the compound that can rapidly interconvert from one structural form to the other structural form are keto to enol tautomerization, or are exhibiting keto to enol tautomerization. My dear students, these are my web links. You can also understand from these web links. These are some reference books. You can also read these books for further information. Thank you very much for your kind attention, and Allah Hafiz.